Alright, gang, what is up? We are back with another bestsellers on TCG Player. Some of these cards are moving at such a wild velocity that by the time the article came out, the price points that they mentioned and such are just no longer relevant. In this video, there's a lot of repeats, like as you see on the screen, the Ancient Mew already, but there are also a lot of 151 cards. And I think this is just fantastic to see, just because 151's finally getting the love that a lot of us already thought it deserved. A lot of people were saying that the prices were going to stay low because of pull rates and because there was just 151 printed forever. And as we can tell, that's not the case. So let's get right into it. Number 10 is the Ancient Mew. Ancient Mew has been on this list for quite a bit, quite a while actually. I want to say like the last 3, 4, 5 months or so. And I mean, this is just an old vintage card, the movie promo, and this just goes to show you that cards can go years and years, stay undervalued, and then finally get the love that they deserve. In the last month, it's still up 7%, fueled by this little buyout here, then this bigger buyout here at $89 with 26 items selling. Over the course of the last year, as you can tell, it's up 65%. Over the course of the last year, it's up 65%. The Ancient Muse finally just getting the love it deserved. I remember growing up thinking these cards were fake just because they didn't look like the other ones, and then everyone going crazy because they looked awesome, and just so many different crazy things that yeah, I'm just excited that the card's finally getting its love, the love it finally deserved. All right, we have the Mega Dragonite from Ascended Heroes. This is the Mega Attack Rare variant, and I really like these cards. But it's good to show, or it's good to see these cards on the list just because we already know which cards are going to be pretty popular. And at a price point about $50, that's pretty solid. The Mega Dragonite on here, the Mega Attack Rare is getting some love. As we can see, there's a giant dip here where people really bought it. And then we have another buyout here with 39 items being sold. I think that's a beautiful card that's good to see on the list. Next, we also have the Charizard V-Star. This is from the UPC promo. This has also been on the list quite a bit lately. Again, UPC promo, can never go wrong with that. This is fueled by a buyout. It's down on the last month. How many items sold? 174 items in one day. That is a massive buyout. What does the year chart look like? Still up 58%. Reached an all-time high of $75, pulled down to about $50. It's starting to cool off right around that $50 mark, and as we've seen throughout the past, cards tend to sit, at either 50 or 75 or 100 or right in that range for a while before they take their next leg back up. So we've seen it hit $75 in the past. Maybe the next leg up it takes, it hits 75, surpass it, goes to 100, and then it'll cool back down to about $75. Hopefully we see that. Don't know, but this is a good buying opportunity for the Charizard V-Star. And remember, there's two other promos that come with it. Next, we have the Psyduck from Ascended Heroes. And again, this is awesome to see. This is a beautiful card. Psyduck's getting a lot of love lately. And again, it's just a new release. Cards relatively affordable, not super expensive. But as you can see, we already tested these bottoms right at $60. And it's working its way back up. It's at $66 right now. That's awesome to see. Not super crazy buyouts. I mean, there's some periods of a little higher buying power, but you don't there's no crazy huge spike like we've seen with the other ones. All right, so we're doing something a little different. A lot of the cards on the rest of the list are very similar. As you can tell, our honorable mentions are all Charizards. We have the Charizard from Evolutions that is on the top right. And so again, this just goes to show you that a card can be out for 10 years, be underappreciated, or finally get popular again and start selling with a lot of velocity, a lot of volume, and the price can always continue to go up. Next, we have the Mega Charizard EX. This is from Phantasmal Flames. Card this expensive being on here is awesome to see. Means people are willing to pay up for a huge card, and that card is definitely going to be one of the bigger chases of this Mega Block. That being said, at $600, that is not an easy card to just, not everybody can go and afford that card. I sure can't, but that's awesome to see. Hobby's doing well. People are loving this card. I can't wait to see what that card does, 5 years from now when it's out of rotation. I'm just super excited for this card. Hopefully, I can get my hands on it. Another honorable mention, the Charizard from 151. This is foreshadowing the next however many cards are all from 151. But the Charizard flying definitely overshadowed by the Mega Charizard, and personally, I think the Paldean Fates one is better. But Charizard from 151 gets all the love. Again, just a super great card. Kind of expensive. I want to say it's in the 400s now. And even at that, to be an honorable mention at that price point is awesome. Just goes to show you the popularity of Charizard. That's another thing. Having all these Charizards on the list, like you cannot go wrong with Charizard. He's the one of the most popular Pokemon out there, and he's my favorite too, so I'm a little biased. Next on the top left, we also have the Obsidian Flames Charizard. With Obsidian Flames rotating out in April, there being no more reprints, and Obsidian Flames booster box is like $350, with this card being the biggest chase. I want to say it's right around $80 right now. I mean, I can understand why people are buying it. We're not getting any more. It has a very high PSA 10 multiplier attached to it as well. So those clean copies are always going to have some sort of demand to them just because people are going to be chasing that PSA 10. All right, so when we talked about the Charizard, I had mentioned that the rest of the cards are from 151, and this should absolutely be no shocker whatsoever. Number 9 on the list was the Venusaur EX from 151. This is the SIR, up 92% on the month, not the year, the month, as you can see on the graph. It's up 92%. Finally over $150. Finally over $100, honestly. I want to say this card was like $50 to $60 most of its life, and it's finally eclipsed $100. One thing I will say is kind of odd. Most of these cards are all at 10 average sales per day, which is a little fishy to me. I'm not sure if this is coordinated buyouts or if people are just like, wow, we're not getting 151. The sealed product's going through the roof. I got to get these singles now. So I just kind of threw Venusaur on this slide just to make things in life a little easier. Number 5 on the list was the Blastoise. Now, the Blastoise is up 149%. We'll just call that 150, 150% on the month. Keyword month, over $230, and this Blastoise had the hardest time getting over $100. I want to say it topped out about 90 before this next parabolic takeoff. If you've never seen the Blastoise, I think this is probably the best looking card in 151. It's definitely better than the Charizard. The blue just makes Blastoise pop. I seriously love this card, and that's coming from a Charizard fanboy. It is very good to finally see this Blastoise get its love, and now it's over $230. I mean, we all knew 151 was going to pop off. I wasn't expecting it to pop off this early. $200+ for Blastoise. I mean, they're going to cool off at some point. Who knows when? All right, next we have the Zapdos EX. This came in at number 4, and this started off at $66 in the beginning of February. Now we're up to $135, up 93% on the month. Now, I have talked about this card. It has the 3 legendary birds from the Kanto region. You know, you can never go wrong with the OGs. Yeah, I know it's a Zapdos card, but there's Moltres and Articuno in there. Beautiful card, great artwork, SIR. I mean, what's not to love about this card? Sitting at $135, I still feel like this card's undervalued. And again, this card is finally broken over $100. And I want to say the highest it was maybe like $80 before this. Next, we get some starter love, finally. This Squirtle is probably one of the better Squirtles we've had. I know a lot of people like the Squirtle from Stellar Crown. I do too, but the sand, the water, I don't know. I love this card. This card's adorable. This is up 122%. And again, it's just about time these 151 cards got the love they deserve. It's just an absolute stunner of a card. I cannot say anything better about it. I'm so happy to see these 151 cards on the list. Like I said, they were all way undervalued for the longest time. Squirtle started this month just shy of $60, and as you can see, we're over 138 now. Will this card hold it? I don't know. I honestly think the starters will probably drop down around the $100 mark once they all kind of cool down. Not to mention, because of these parabolic growth in all these singles, the 151 set value is so much higher now. It has actually formally surpassed Destined Rivals for set value, which is like in 1 month, these cards have over doubled. Just crazy. Finally, we have our top two. Number two being Charmander. This Charmander is another beautiful card looking up at Charizard, kind of being like, one day I'll be Charizard, up 101% on the month. Again, all of these are on the month, sitting at $134, slightly less than Squirtle. I do think Squirtle's a little bit better of an artwork. I also think Squirtle's a little more popular than Charmander. 10 average sales per day. Again, there's not much else to say other than these cards were underloved for so long that they're finally getting the love that they deserve. And it's just good to see. It's bad to see if you needed all these singles. I don't know what you were waiting for. Again, rotations in April. We had all those reprints last year. Finally, number one, the Mew EX. This has been on the list for, I want to say, a couple months in a row now. This is from the UPC promo, which the UPC is like $800 or $900 now. I mean, these UPC promos are going to go through the roof. They really are. When that UPC gets that expensive, you have the intrinsic value from the packs, which I'm not 100% sure how many packs you get per UPC, but they're like $25 a pack. I didn't think it was going to get the $25 back till next year at this time. So for it to be at that price already, this market is just insane. Anyway, it looks like the Mew is starting to pull back a little bit. Looked like it hit right around $70 and now we're sitting at 66. This is the only card from 151 that doesn't have 10 average sales per day. This is selling a little bit better than that at 16 average sales per day. So I have a feeling we're going to churn through a lot of that and this card is going to skyrocket as well. And honestly, it's only up 13% on the month, whereas all these other beautiful artworks and cards are up over 100%. I don't want to say it because we don't know print runs, but I have a feeling this Mew is going to be harder to find in a near mint condition than a lot of these other singles that are pullable from this set. I really do think this card's $100+ card. I'm surprised it's not there or at least moving with this market better. I'm surprised it's pulling back. Just my 2 cents. But there you guys have it. That's your list for the best selling cards on TCG Player for the month of February. If you like the video, smash that subscribe button. Head on over to my website, maxpacks.com. Get yourself some sealed Pokemon cards. Join our Discord. There's a link in the description of the video. Unless you're watching on a different platform than YouTube, it will be in the link tree. Hope to see you guys there. Look forward to packaging y'all's orders. This is Joe, or MaxPacks, whatever you want to call me, dipping out.